Good morning. I am in Central Oregon, just outside the small town of Alpine, and I am gonna have a lot of exploring today. The main issue with trying to go somewhere in Central Oregon is you can drive in any direction for like 30 minutes and have lakes, rivers, epic mountains to climb. And so one of the hardest parts that I find is actually choosing somewhere to go because you're limited on how many daylight hours you can go explore. Today I'm at the Newberry National Volcanic Monument, and right now I'm walking on the edge of the volcano's caldera, overlooking the twin lakes of Paulina Lake and East Lake. This is a beautiful spot and has a ton of hiking trails and a lot to explore. The crater of this volcano is actually like 4 miles by 5 miles wide, and it has the two lakes in it. I think Paulina was somewhere around 200 feet deep at its deepest, and East Lake I think was like 150 feet deep. So it's no crater lake, which is just, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours south of here, but it is still a really cool and unique area for exploring a volcano and having some lakes that you can actually go on. I am atop Paulina Peak, the highest point here in the volcano, and it's a little bit windy, but I'm at 7,984 feet of elevation. I can definitely feel it when I'm hiking around. You can probably tell from the shots, but the unique thing about this volcano crater is that there is an obsidian flow kind of in the center of it. I'm really excited to head back down the mountain and go over there because there's a hiking path that you can go around and look at all the obsidian rock that they have here. It's so cool that they have this path cut out because you get to walk through the flow and see the difference between the obsidian glass rock and the pumice stone. And I'm not much of a science aficionado, but from my limited understanding is that obsidian's created when there is a high concentration of silica, and as the magma comes up and it's rapidly cooled, it doesn't have the opportunity to crystallize, and so it creates glass. And this stuff is just a deep, rich, smooth glass rock, and it's really cool to see. Here's a fun fact: when you're hiking around the crater of a volcano, and specifically you're on the last flow that this volcano had, the Newberry Volcano is actually still considered an active volcano. Well, this flow happened 1,300 years ago, but it could go off any day. So as we hike around in the center of the volcano, let's just hope today's not that day. Well, I absolutely enjoyed that. If you know any more fun facts about obsidian, please let me know. But I'm starting to get hungry, and I believe there should be a local restaurant over here at East Lake, and I can get a good lunch, support a local business, and explore around the lake a little bit. So let's head that direction. Well, a little bit bummed out. Of course, it's towards the end of the season, but I wasn't sure if the restaurant was still open, and I came and it's closed, and I talked to the lady in the general store, and they closed yesterday. So I missed it by one day. I might grab some snacks, but I'll still enjoy the lake, and next time we'll catch the restaurant and have a good lunch. Okay, I've got one more spot that I want to check out before I leave this area. I've only hit a fraction of the trails. I highly encourage coming up here for a weekend or a week if you're into hiking and exploring. This spot has so much more to see. But one last thing before I head back down the hill, and I can already hear it. Oh, how peaceful is Waterfalls. Walking through the forest, hearing the sound of the water going over the rocks. This is a good spot for sure. Sign said there's a lower viewpoint, quarter mile, so I think we can hike down and be at the bottom of the waterfall. That's an 80-foot waterfall. Well, what comes down must go up. Time to hit the switchbacks, back up to the top. But that was well worth it. Beautiful waterfall, even though it's like end of season, probably the lowest water amount that's coming over the falls. But still, any day outside is a beautiful day, especially near running water. Well, what an awesome day exploring this area. It needs more than just a day. I highly encourage you to come out, camp, stay the weekend, stay a week, really get some hiking in. There's also a hot spring I never even got to, so much more to explore. Now, typically in my videos, I would be camping and going to multiple spots and exploring, but I actually live local to the area, so I'm gonna go sleep in my own bed tonight. I wanted to do kind of a video in my own backyard, and I really wanted to support local business. It's really important when you're in small communities, especially when you're traveling, is to just go and support the local business, the local industry, keep these mom and pop shops alive. Since the lodge was already shut down and I've gone all day without eating food or much water, I'm gonna swing down into the town of Alpine. There is Legend Cider Co. that brews ciders locally in town, and there's also gonna be some local food carts. I really hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Please leave a comment on more places to go, places to adventure, things to see. I'm always building a bucket list of places that I can go and create more content like this. If you like and share this content, obviously subscribe to the channel. It helps others see my footage that they might not have ever seen. And that of course boosts everything for me, and I can continue to create content, create videos for people's entertainment just like this one. And I would love to do that. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.